Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is high protein tomato soup. Today I'm going to show you a high protein tomato soup recipe. It is tomato soup with feta, which is a little bit different than you're typically used to. And if you haven't already seen my other tomato soup video from last year, I will link it down in the description below. That one is delicious as well. But let's jump right into the recipe that we're gonna be making today. So the first thing I wanna do is I want to prep my ingredients. So I'm gonna first prep my onion. You're gonna take one yellow onion or a sweet onion. It's also called the vidalia onion. And you want to dice about 1/4 cup of the onion. This is a great recipe that takes less than 30 minutes to make, so it's great for a really simple soup recipe that's easy to whip up. I'm gonna take 1/4 of the onion, take off the top part. You wanna peel off that outside layer. And you're going to dice towards the back end of the onion. Turn and then chop, and you get nice small diced pieces. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and also like this video while you're at it. Next thing I'm going to prep is 2 cloves of garlic. You're just going to peel the garlic. And then what I like to do is smash. And then you're just gonna give it a rough chop and keep doing the rough chop until it is finely minced. You're going to heat a medium large size pot on medium heat and then add some olive oil once the pan gets hot. I add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Take your chopped onions and garlic and then add it to the pan. And then we're going to stir and cook this for about 2 minutes. You just want the onions and the garlic to get fragrant and translucent. At this stage, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt, as well as a little bit of black pepper. After 2 minutes, you're going to take canned tomatoes. These are canned whole peeled tomatoes. I'm not gonna be using fresh tomatoes for this particular recipe. And I'm going to add them to my pot. I'm also going to add chicken stock. Instead of water, you want to use chicken stock. This adds extra protein. Let's also season with salt. You can always add extra salt at the very end. Black pepper. Dried oregano. And of course, all the measurements will be down in the description below. And dried basil. Let's stir this all together. And then we're going to bring this to a simmer. Once it's at a simmer, lower the heat a little bit and let it keep simmering. And then we're going to add some sweetener. Now that the soup is simmering, you're going to reduce the heat to low so it can continue to simmer, and then add 1 teaspoon of honey. I'm just going to mix this into the soup. If you don't want to add honey or you don't have honey, you can also use a granulated sweetener that is an alternative granulated sweetener, such as monk fruit. That works really well for this too, or erythritol. We're going to continue to let this soup simmer for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, you're going to get an immersion blender and blend this all together to make it smooth. After you've blended the soup and it is nice and smooth, you're going to turn the heat to low and then add heavy cream. And feta. Let's mix this all together, and then we're gonna let this simmer for another minute. And that is it, delicious, high protein feta tomato soup. Absolutely perfect, especially in this cold weather. Really delicious if you have it with a grilled cheese or just by itself. Let's get a little bite right here. Of course, we have to do a taste test. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and cheers. So delicious and light, yet really high in protein. So it's great to keep you satiated throughout the day with a really delicious and simple soup to make. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Also hit that notification bell to never miss a tasty upload. Till next time.